In today's video, we're gonna talk about how to stay confident even after big mistakes. You just had a bad game, missed shots, got benched, made a mistake that cost the game, and now what? Your confidence feels like disappearing. Sound familiar? Here's the truth. Confidence doesn't come from playing perfectly. It comes from what you do after things that go wrong. Today, I'll show you how to bounce back stronger with real mindset tools and great examples from the greatest athletes in the world. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Valentino Di Lorenzo, and I run a mental performance coaching program called Di Lorenzo Soccer Mindset, where we mentor kids that deal with fears, they play with lack of confidence, and they become the most confident players in just 90 days. We already transformed 500 parents, just like your son or daughter. They became the leader in their team. What conventional practices like therapy, sports psychologists takes years to help your child. Sometimes they can't even do it. We guarantee results in less than 90 days, as long as your child is committed, coachable. If that's your child, I have a link here in the description. You can book a call with us and see if we're a good fit to work together. Let's start with this. A bad game doesn't mean that you are a bad player. One performance doesn't erase your potential. Take Steph Curry in the 2016 NBA Finals. He had one of the worst games of his career in Game 6. Fouled out, threw his mouth guard, and got ejected. But he didn't spiral. He just studied film, adjusted, and kept believing in his game, in his talent. Why? Because he doesn't tie his identity to one specific outcome, one specific results, like some players. Confidence comes from knowing that just one bad game or one bad mistake is not going to define who you are as a player. Those are typically the fixed mindset individuals that think like that. After a bad game, most players do this. They replay every mistakes in their mind, even during the game sometimes, over and over, and they dwell on them. Here's what the pros do differently. They review to learn, not to punish themselves. Serena Williams, a famous tennis player champion, once said, "I never dwell on the past. I learn from it." So she reviews the losses, the mistakes, and she works on what she needs to work on to get better, to improve. And that's what we called a growth mindset. Try this. Watch your game replay or in your mind, go through the games and write down one thing that you need to improve on. And then close the book and just focus on it and learn it. One of the important skills that we teach is your self-talk. I made a ton of videos about self-talk. So after a bad game, the inner voice gets louder and louder and you say, "I suck, I can't make the shot, I let everyone down, I'm the worst player here." But let me ask you, would you talk to your best friend or to your teammate like that? No, right? So then stop talking to yourself like that because it's pointless. Kobe Bryant once said, "Everything negative, pressure, challenges is all an opportunity for me to rise." So replace words like "I'm terrible" with "that game didn't go my way, but I'm still growing, I'm getting better. This doesn't define me. I bounced back before and I will do it again." So confidence is built also on how you talk to yourself when things go wrong, when you have a bad game. What you want to do is use one of the strategies that we teach, which is called the goldfish mentality. So elite athletes have short-term memories for mistakes. It's called the goldfish. So you want to reset that mistake, right? I suggest to take a deep breath and count 3, 2, 1 and forget that mistake. Every great player bounced back from any bad games or mistakes or anything. What makes them elite isn't being perfect, is how fast they move on from those mistakes and bad games. Next play, next practice, new opportunity. Don't carry the weight of yesterday into today's practice. Let it go. And you can't be consistent without a routine. So confidence isn't just luck, it's a system that you have to have. So after a tough game, I teach athletes how to use a simple 3-step reset routine. First one is think about what happened, what did I learn from those mistakes, and then reframe those mistakes as I'm learning from those mistakes, I'm gonna work this week to improve, what can I do this week to improve? And then get back to your habits, so recommit, keep practicing, keep using the mentalities in practices, work on the things that you feel like you struggle with. And you don't want to have confidence, you want to create confidence, and you can do it by using those things. And if you're a parent watching this, your words matter most than any other words. So don't lead with stats, mistakes. I talked about this in a previous video. Lead with, have you had fun today? Did you enjoy playing today? You did well on that, but also I think you have to work on this. Specifically telling them what they could have done, not like, oh, why didn't you score today? Or you played really bad today. So a bad game doesn't mean that you are bad. It doesn't mean that you are the worst player. It means that you're building. It's a setback, and growth mindset takes setbacks as opportunity to grow. So you want to become a growth mindset. So if this helped you, like this video, comment here any question you have, or subscribe to the channel so you get notified every single week that I release a video. But if you want to learn about our mentoring program, I have a link here in the description. Book a call with us and let's see if your child is a good fit. I'll see you in the next video.